Hi, friends. How are you? Today we're starting our new unit in writing, and it's our opinion unit. I'm super excited about it today. So, normally when we write stories either about our life, those are narrative stories, or we teach people about something, and that is our nonfiction story that we write. But today we're starting something totally different. We're going to be writing our opinion. And so, what that is opinions are when we decide whether something is best or whether we like it, and then we try to persuade other people to like it as well. So, in order for us to write opinion stories and write our opinions and tell people what we think about things, we're going to start today by getting a collection of things. So, don't do it yet. But after you're done watching the video, I want you to go get four things, at least four or five things that you like to collect. So, and maybe it's Legos. Maybe you like to collect Legos and you want to get four Legos out. Or maybe it's marbles or stuffed animals or LOLs. Or maybe you collect rocks or seashells. You're just going to get four or five of something that you collect. So let me show you what I have today. So I brought some Lego people because we have a lot of Legos at my house. So here are some Lego people that I brought today. And the first thing I'm going to do is when we're writing an opinion piece, we have to be like a judge. So I want you to think of a judge in a competition. Maybe you go to Taekwondo, or maybe dance, or maybe you've ever been in a running race, or maybe you've ever seen a dog show on TV. I want you to think about a competition where people are racing against each other or trying to see which thing is the best. When you're a judge in a competition, you are going to be looking at all of the different animals or people or things in the competition, and you're going to be judging them. And what the judge does is the judge is going to look and see which one is the best. So let's go ahead and see how I'm going to decide that with these Lego people today. The very first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to line them up. So I'm going to go ahead and put all of my Lego people in a line. And if you're using rocks or seashells, you definitely want to put all of your rocks in a line or your seashells in a line. We're going to line them all up. And then we have to go ahead and we have to look at them, and we can't just say, oh, this one's my favorite, because if you were in a Taekwondo competition and someone was the judge and they said, here, this person is the winner, we're going to give them the trophy or the gold medal. And maybe they weren't the fastest, or maybe they didn't do their Taekwondo moves correctly. Other kids might say, how come they got the medal? And the judge can't just say, just cause, I just wanted them to have it, just cause. There are special things a judge is looking at. A judge will never say, oh, here you go, you win the medal, just cause. If a soccer team wins a race, they don't just, or wins a game, they don't just win the game because the referee says, oh, just cause I want them to win. They won because they scored more goals than the other team. So we have to think about these Lego people the same way. We're going to look at our collections. We're going to line them up in a row, and we're going to look at some specific things about our collection. Maybe we're looking at the eyes on our stuffed animal or the fur on our stuffed animal. Or if we have rocks, maybe we're looking for which one is the smoothest or which one is the most colorful. I want you to think about some different things that you're going to look closely at in your collection. Now, I've already thought about this for my Lego people, and I've decided that I'm going to judge my Lego people on their faces, on how many extra things they're holding in their hands, and also how colorful they are. So let's go ahead and take a look at my Lego collection. The first thing I'm going to be looking at is I'm going to be looking at their faces. Which one has the most interesting face? And I'm looking at all four competitors in my competition. And I'm going to say that the giraffe is going to win the discussion about faces, because the giraffe has actually two faces. There's a person's head underneath, and it's a little hood, and on top is the giraffe. So I'm going to put that one in first place. First place is going to go over here for me. And I can even make first, second, third, and fourth place. I'll put a big star here next to the number one. So right now, giraffe's in first place if we're looking at faces. The next aspect that I want to look at about these Lego people is I want to look at how many things they're holding in their hands. Do they have something that they're holding in their hands? The giraffe has a little plant. The teacher has a coffee mug. This Lego person doesn't have anything in their hands. So she is going to go to the end of the line. And the pirate has two things in his hand. I would almost venture to say the pirate maybe needs to come to the front of the line because he has so many things in his hands. And now I'm going to look at brightness and color. Which one has like the brightest, most interesting color or pattern? And definitely giraffe has the most interesting pattern. It's a bright color yellow, and then it has orange spots all over its body. So giraffe is back in the first position. So now that I've judged my collection, I've decided which thing is first, second, third, and fourth. Now I can go ahead and I can defend my position, and I can convince my readers why I think that the giraffe is best. So let's work on some opinion writing together. How will this all come together? When we're trying to convince our readers, what we're doing is we're writing our opinion. So first, we're going to start with the words I think. I think the giraffe is best because it has two faces. We're going to give lots of reasons why we think the thing that we've chosen is best is best. We can say one reason is, so for my giraffe, I might say one reason is that my giraffe has two faces. Also, my giraffe is holding a plant in his hand. He has something extra for me to play with. Another reason he is best is because he has bright colors and an orange pattern. I can also keep adding things to my story about the giraffe. I can use words like, for example. I might say another reason he is best is because he has bright colors. For example, he has yellow on his body and orange spots. I think that because is another sentence I can use. I think that because, I might say, if I'm talking about my giraffe, I think that my giraffe is best. I think that because he has two faces and a hood that can come off and is fun to play with. So today, I would like you to write your first opinion piece. And I'm so excited because you get to pick out of your toys or something that you like to collect at home, maybe rocks or seashells, and you're going to pick 4 things. So if you decide to choose Beyblades, you need to pick 4 Beyblades. You don't want a Beyblade, a stuffed animal, a marble, a seashell. You want 4 of the same things. Like I used 4 Lego people. You can use 4 Barbies or 4 Hot Wheels or 4 Beyblades or 4 marbles or 4 rocks or 4 seashells. You're going to pick your collection. You're going to lay it out. You're going to decide, what am I going to judge these things on? You can't just say, oh, I like this rock best because, just because. You have to be specific. What are you looking at? What is special about that rock? Are you looking at the bright colors? Are you looking at the shape? And then you have to judge all the rocks by their shape, all the rocks by their color, so that you have lots of reasons to convince your reader why your thing is the best. I can't wait to hear your stories on Friday.